Hello and welcome to Witchy-Woo Tarot. This reading is for the twin flame soul connections out there and will not resonate with everyone watching. So if this is your story, please let me know in the comments. And if not, please check out my channel for other messages you need to hear. And just remember, time, energy, and gender are all fluid. So feel free to reverse roles however you see fit. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. You guys are so amazing. It's always so great connecting with you in the comments and also private readings. So thank you so much for sharing that energy with me and also for allowing me to share my energy with you. So yeah, this is going to be a weekly energy check-in for the divine masculine and divine feminine, although we know it's not about gender at all. It is about positive and negative energy. So whether you believe in the label of twin flames or not, it's all about polarities, okay? It's about finding balance or union within yourself. And when we say self, obviously we mean the soul. So you're not your mind, you're not your body, you're not your meat suit. You are a soul, you are a being. So once you stop romanticizing the twin flame journey and seeing that it's about your own spiritual ascension, that is when you achieve union within yourself, okay? So understanding separation is just an illusion. You can never be apart from your twin because you are your twin, okay? So just simply always living as your best and highest self, that is the true win, okay? That's when you're really winning. So let's see where the energies will be percolating as we approach Mercury retrograde. We are still in Mars retrograde, and we are also approaching a new moon in Libra and wrapping up Libra season. So let's see what we have for the divine masculine. We have emergence. So the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So the masculine could just be emerging out of their cave, okay? As we know, this is kind of like a push and pull type of journey. So the masculine could have gone into hermit mode, come back out, gone back in. It's kind of like a push-pull, okay? And so currently the energy we have here is the masculine is wanting to kind of come out and play and be their playful selves. They want to get back to the basics and get back to what makes them feel like a child again, what makes them feel happy and free, okay? For the feminine, we have romantic love. So I was just talking about how it's all about not romanticizing the twin flame journey, but it looks to me like the feminine is kind of in this energy, okay? And maybe she is dealing with expectations when it comes to love. Maybe she's starting to understand that it's not all about a romantic connection with her twin flame. Okay, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So to expand on that even more, you know, she's understanding it's not just about what it looks like. It's not just about what's going on in the 3D. It's about really connecting with someone who is on that same conscious level as you. Someone who is going to reflect back that same amount of energy that you put in, okay? And so for the feminines watching, you know, you may be kind of deconstructing what you thought was romantic love and realizing truly that the source of love comes from within, okay? And so once you're whole within yourself, you stop looking for validation in others. You stop looking for other people to validate how you feel, okay? So bottom of the deck, we have belief. Number 11 for the collective of the twin flames. So the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So I do think that, you know, these type of these type of connections are really hard to believe, okay? We talk about that all the time. You know, nobody wants to be pining over someone who doesn't want them, right? No one wants to still be wishing to be with someone who didn't treat them very well, or so on and so forth, whatever your specific situation is. But unfortunately, we remain in these journeys because it's just what we're called to do. It's just what we believe, right? And so it's important to understand that if both of the masculine and feminine are on that same page of truly believing in what they feel inside, what they know to be true in their soul, it doesn't matter what happens in the 3D. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It's the fact that they believe that this is where they're supposed to be right now, okay? And so, you know, understanding too, as I always say, the feminine kind of takes the lead in this journey, okay? Because the feminine is usually the awakened twin, okay? And so as the feminine realizes and comes to these new epiphanies, these new conclusions about what love really means and what it actually is and where it comes from, this is energetically inspiring the masculine to come out of their shell, to emerge as this transformed butterfly, okay? So very interesting energy. Let's dig into the masculine and see what's going on with the, what the heck deck is this? It is the Steampunk Tarot, sorry. So let's see what's going on in the masculine's conscious mind and their conscious thoughts. Temperance. What is going on in their heart space towards the feminine? That one came out quickly. The Emperor. Oh, okay. How are they viewing the feminine? How is the masculine viewing the feminine? How are they viewing their connection with the feminine? Okay, so that's quite a few. Feeling like there's going to be a storyline here. I'm not even going to look at what the cards are. So what is the masculine's intentions? Why is my ear ringing now that I said I wasn't going to look at it? All right, so they're viewing, okay, 8 of Pentacles. Spirit's like, you will look at those cards. So what is the masculine's intentions? What are the masculine's intentions? Okay, 7 of Cups and 5 of Wands. All right, okay. Before I ask, this one decided to pop out too, so I'm going to leave that with the intentions. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so what is the masculine's desired outcome with the feminine? 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. So in the recent past, as we know, this is kind of picking up off of where we left off in the last reading. The masculine wanting to clear the air, okay? 5 of Swords is miscommunications, it's disagreements, it's just like a stank energy, okay? This could also be worrying or anxiety, just kind of wanting to set the record straight, to communicate and be clear about their intentions, right? So in the recent past, we know that the masculine energy kind of came to that conclusion, right? This is what they've been wanting. And so in their thoughts, again, kind of reiterating, the masculine knows what they want. They're just waiting on divine timing. So they're thinking about all of the things that have happened, perhaps, okay? Because temperance to me talks about the divine. It talks about divine orchestrating the plan behind the scenes and having your back to bring you to your highest good. This is about being patient enough to accept your blessings, to accept what it is that you've been manifesting. So whenever the Temperance card pops up, I always just kind of roll my eyes, right? It's like, okay, patience. Yeah, we get it. Patience, 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 right? And so I feel like that's kind of how the masculine is feeling. I think the masculine is thinking like, okay, I'm being patient. I'm waiting on divine timing, and it's perhaps taking a lot longer than what they are wanting. So in their heart space, we have the Emperor. The Emperor. This is divine masculine daddy right here. This is someone who exhibits all qualities of all four kings. They're calm, they're cool, they're collected, they're in control. They got the power, right? Emperor. So in their heart, I really feel like they are staying true to themselves. They're staying true to their higher self. That's really what I'm feeling. It's like in their heart, they know who they are. They already know who they are. And they've been kind of holding on to this information, I feel like. In their heart, they're ready to step up as this divine being. They're ready to kind of move things forward and take control over this situation. So how they're seeing the feminine. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. So they're viewing you as the Queen of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is like true love energy. This is an empath, a healer, someone who loves very deeply. Queen of Cups, you know, doesn't go searching for their true love. They are just prepared to love completely and fully because they love themselves. So they're seeing their feminine manifesting this love for themselves. They're seeing them, you know, trying to manifest into their life what they want, right? And so with the King of Pentacles showing up, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, it's like, I think the masculine is looking at the feminine and this is what they're thinking that the feminine wants. Someone who is very stable, someone who is committed, someone who is dedicated, someone who is going to come forward and make things tangible and real. Someone who will be a good father, a good husband, a good partner. She wants the stability in her life. I think the masculine is also just kind of aware of what the feminine deserves based on the past, okay? And so with the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles coming up, it's like they see the feminine victorious. They see them being publicly recognized, being celebrated, being praised for all of their hard work. Because the feminine isn't just busting her ass, you know, working at a job, okay? Eight of Pentacles. They're going forward in their soul's mission and their soul purpose. Wands are about the soul. This is the feminine passionately pursuing not just a career, not just for the pentacles, but for her soul purpose, for her soul work. Masculine sees feminine in this energy and sees how hard she is working. She's wanting to manifest this abundance for herself. And the masculine sees that. He sees it. And like I said, it's inspiring him. It's inspiring him to elevate to that next level in his own journey, okay? So let's take a look at the masculine's intentions. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Actually, I think I reversed this. We have the Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So let's talk about this first. So masculine is, you know, he's intending to make a decision here. It's like he sees all of these different options, all of the things that he could have with the feminine. He's perhaps fantasizing about her, connecting with her through dreams. Maybe, you know, just trying to connect with her at all, just trying to feel her energy. Seven of Cups is very emotional. It's overwhelming. It's a little scary and daunting, actually, because like I said, I think that the masculine sees the potential with the feminine. And so it's kind of like they need to decide, you know, they need to decide how they're going to lead. They need to decide how they're going to like, which cup are they going to lead with? How are they going to make this happen? How are they going to bring this into reality? Five of Wands is about struggle, about competition. And so I think that the masculine intends to beat out any competition that's currently in play, okay? So I think the masculine is also aware that, you know, because they took so long to make a decision, that they could potentially have competition. There could potentially be other people vying for the feminine's attention. They intend to kind of move past that. They intend to continue to build a future. Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, teamwork, coming together for a common cause. This could also involve work. And so I'm getting just a really strong vibe that the masculine intends to work with the feminine and build something real. Okay. I also feel like for some of you, this could very well, like I said, involve work. And so some of these masculines could be really needing to make a decision about how they're wanting to deal with some sort of struggle that they're facing, maybe in a work situation. This could potentially also involve a third party, since we do have a 3 here. I don't always see the 3 of Pentacles as like a romantic third party. I see it more as like a work situation. And so for some of these masculines, they could be kind of trying to balance their emotions versus, you know, their responsibilities. And so it might be taking a little bit longer for them to manifest the stability into the physical world. But like I said, in their heart space, they're aware of who they are. They know exactly what they're after, what they want, because their desired outcome is the 10 of Cups. So you can't get any more happy ending than this. 10 of Cups is complete emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. This is love. It's commitment. It's stability. It's everything. This archway of cups, it's a rainbow. We have the sun coming up in the background. This is romantic energy, okay? Very emotional. And like I said, the masculine sees the potential with the feminine. They're fully aware of everything that they could have. And so we're going to get some clarity too on the masculine, but let's dig into the feminine first and see what's going on in the feminine's conscious mind. What's going on in the feminine's conscious mind with the Everyday Witch Tarot? This one just did like 3 backflips onto the table. So we have the Knight of Swords in the feminine's conscious mind. What's going on in her heart space towards the masculine? We have the 3 of Pentacles. So repeating card already for second card out. So how does the feminine view the masculine? Wow, my third eye is buzzing. What is the feminine? How are they viewing the masculine, please? How is the feminine viewing the masculine in this connection? How is the feminine viewing the masculine? The Emperor. Wow. Interesting. What are the feminine's intentions towards the masculine? Seven of Wands. And what is the feminine's desired outcome? Okay. Okay. All right, so very interesting energy. Let's dive in and talk about it. Feminine. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. So in the recent past, it's like that energy of, you can't really deny the connection, can you, feminine? You want to, but you can't. And so in the recent past, you know, you're kind of re-acknowledging that you're connected with this person, that this could potentially be your twin flame, right? It's like you want to deny it, you want to go in search of something else, maybe you want to just forget about it. I know that's how I feel a lot, okay? But in the recent past, it's like it's this undeniable evidence that just keeps popping up, signs, synchronicities, pointing you in this person's direction. It's exhausting, right? And so the Four of Wands is the twin flame card. This is stability, it's marriage, it's partnership, it's commitment, it's dedication. And so, you know, perhaps, like I said, the feminine coming to this understanding of romantic love, I think that she's really truly understanding the twin flame journey in general. Okay, so she can't run from the masculine because, you know, you are your twin flame, right? And so the more you run from yourself, and the more you run from yourself, the longer it takes for you to heal from that repressed trauma and all that bullshit. So in the feminine's thoughts, we have the Knight of Swords. So for a lot of you, myself included, you could be really having trouble with your thoughts. Okay, and remember, you're not your thoughts. You have thoughts, you're not your thoughts. You have them, you are not them. Does that make sense? So you could be really wanting to reach out and communicate, and not in a very nice way. And, you know, not necessarily to be mean, but the energy right now of Mars and Aries could be really making you feel very aggressive and wanting to reach out at all costs. And so what that means is, you know, potentially you could be wanting to contact your masculine and tell them off. Just speak your truth, regardless of if it hurts. But I feel like the problem with that is, this is the energy of saying things that you can't take back. Okay, this is the energy of being too pushy, too hasty. And so I think the feminine right now is struggling in her mind because there's so much she wants to say. There's so much that hasn't been said. And there's so much that needs to be communicated. It's starting to become very frustrating. And so she's thinking in her mind, she wants to push forward. She wants to communicate. She doesn't give a shit if it hurts anyone. She just wants to get it off of her chest. But in her heart, she's aware that that's not really how you build something stable, okay? So again, Three of Pentacles showing up for the feminine as it did show up for the masculine. This is working together. It is building something that's tangible. It's a slow build. It's not going to happen overnight, but the intention is there. And so I think that the feminine understands that, you know, what the masculine might be going through. I think in her heart, she is already aware that this could potentially involve work, could potentially involve a third-party situation. And so I think that, you know, the way she's seeing the masculine as the Emperor, again, more clarification and acknowledgement of the fact that this is the divine masculine, okay? She's viewing the masculine as his highest self. She always did. No matter what energy the masculine was in, she's always known that he was her divine counterpart. She's always seen him in this light. She's always seen him at this level because she sees right through him. Okay, so whatever he's projecting into the physical, however he looks, however he's acting, she sees through that because she knows who he really is. She sees him for his true potential, for his soul, because it is your soul, right? Seven of Wands coming up for the feminine's intentions. So I really feel like feminine is in warrior's pose because she is on the defense, okay? She's preparing herself. She's getting ready because I think she kind of feels like something's coming, and she could be feeling very on edge because, like I said, with this Knight of Swords energy showing up, you know, it could just be very conflicting for her. Wanting to say things, feeling like she should be doing something, but she's just kind of sitting back waiting for things to happen because she needs to defend herself. She needs to stand up for herself, and she needs to do what's right. And she intends to, okay? She intends to defend the connection also. No matter how crazy it is, right, feminine? No matter how it makes zero sense in the logical world, feminine is still continuing to stand up for what she knows is right and what she believes, okay? So let's talk about the feminine's desired outcome. So we have the Strength card, which is what was showing up. I feel like, did the masculine get the Strength card? No, they got Temperance. Just kidding. So with the Strength card, I really feel like the feminine is intending to remain strong. She's intending to kind of hold back the beast. As you can see, she's manifesting a storm in the background. Or is she manifesting it? She could be taming it, okay? Because it looks like she's kind of controlling it at the same time. I think the feminine is aware that there could potentially be a storm coming and that she's going to need to hold her ground. She's going to need to get into that warrior pose and be really strong because, you know, this is not something that's going to just be easy. As we talked about in last week's reading, these aren't cut and dry situations. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's at different levels of their journey, okay? And just because you are at a different stage than someone else doesn't mean what you're going through isn't real, okay? So if you ever have anybody who, you know, P.S., keep all of this shit to yourself, okay? I find the more you talk to other people about your twin flame journey, the longer it takes to manifest. Because guess what? The more you talk to people, the more doubts will cloud your mind, the more room for people to try and push you away from what you already know and believe to be true, okay? Ow, something just pinched my foot. Goodness. So, Queen of Pentacles. Feminine intends to be abundant. She intends to be a good mother, a good partner. She intends to be grounded. Okay, so I'm feeling a really strong grounding energy from the feminine, and I keep hearing standing your ground. She's standing her ground. Okay, she's going to continue to stay in this queen energy. She's going to continue to manifest and be strong. And so with the Seven of Swords coming up behind all of that, I feel like this energy of the feminine trying to like gather her resources. Okay, we have another 7. It's like the feminine is gathering her resources, and I feel like what I was just saying, keep your journey to yourself. Don't leave the window open and allow people to come in and try to change what you believe, to try to influence you or to make you feel like what you're doing, like this journey is not real or it's not valid, okay? If you know, if you've been getting signs and synchronicities pointing you in this direction and you are continuously, you know, trying to run away, but you keep getting messages that you need to stay on this path, then you need to stay on this path, okay? You need to stay doing what you're doing. So, you know, this I kind of feel like is the feminine holding all of her swords to her chest, okay? She's not just giving away information freely, and there's kind of like a sneaky energy here. I feel like the feminine is trying to, it's like she's trying to gather everything up and hide it away. She doesn't want anyone else to, she doesn't want anyone else to know. She doesn't want anyone else to see what it is that she's doing, okay? And so, for example, you know, I know personally it's very difficult when you meet this person in your life and it's like, doesn't make any sense at all for you to be with them. It doesn't make any sense at all for you to like them or even have any interest in them, but you do. And, you know, you try so hard to forget about this person and you just simply can't. And it's so frustrating and it hurts and it sucks. And so I think that the feminine is learning a valuable lesson about who she's sharing her information with, okay? I feel like the more the feminine tries to gain validation from others about what she believes, the less she believes it herself. And so I think, like I said, the feminine has been slapped in the face with the reality that she really can't escape this no matter how hard she tries, okay? You know, she knows who her masculine is, and now she's just getting prepared. She's going to stand her ground. She's going to remain in this stable energy, and she's going to kind of hide how she's truly feeling because she doesn't want anyone to know that she is still staying, that she's still wanting this, that she still cares. Why let anyone know that you still care? Why give anyone the opportunity to come in and to take away from you what is most important, your beliefs? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some clarity from the Osho Zen. Just general clarity for the message of the masculine. Okay, so I'm going to take the cards that fell. Okay, totality, control, and exhaustion. So, you know, the masculine, this to me is like the emperor here. Power and control. Knowing what it is that they want. Understanding that they're going to need to fight off any competition, and they're going to need to gain control not only of themselves but of the situation. Okay, and yeah, things have been really exhausting on this journey. I feel like both masculine and feminine have carried a lot of burdens, and so I think that right now the masculine's main goal is to this masculine, his goal is to complete this journey. His goal is to come to the end, okay, and finally be able to put these burdens down, okay, because they're tired. Masculine's tired, okay? They know who they are, they're aware of the journey, and they're planning to complete it. But right now, like I said, it's been a long, hard road, and I think the masculine is they're just tired. So let's see what's going on with the feminine. Let's get some clarification on the main message. And, you know, going back to the Emergence card too for the masculine, this control card, it's like, how long are you going to keep carrying the burdens, right? How long can you carry and keep going and keep, you know, trudging up that hill before you finally feel like you're complete, right? So I think the lesson for the masculine too is like part of being in control is allowing yourself to let go, okay? Is allowing yourself to release those burdens and live in a more childlike way, okay? Appreciating the journey for what it is, and to stop trying so hard to, I don't know, to achieve something, to look a certain way. So, you know, in a sense, I feel like this is a big message of the masculine shutting their ego. Let's see what we have for the feminine. What messages do we have for divine feminine? Oh, I love a balanced reading. We have 3 and 3. So very interesting. We have the abundance card. I love this. Abundance. Comparison. And harmony. So we have the 10 of Cups coming up again. So I truly feel like for the feminine, the main theme here is, you know, like I said, this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is abundance. She's manifesting abundance because she is abundant. It's not something that can be gained. It's something that is. It's a state of being. It's a mentality. So the feminine is starting to realize that abundance exists from within, just like love exists from within. I think that the feminine is also perhaps tried to compare others to the masculine. And as you can see, there is no comparison. Okay? There's no comparison. I really truly feel too like the masculine and feminine both have reunion on their mind. Okay, 10 of Cups is also a reunion card. And so I think that the feminine intends to manifest this abundance and harmony within her life and within herself. And like I said, the masculine is kind of following in her footsteps because they are inspired to do so. So let's get some energy oracles and see what challenge we have for the masculine coming up for the week. What energy or challenge do we have for the divine masculine? So as you can see, the Four of Wands just moved, and underneath we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you know, I feel like going back to that comparison, as you can see, we have this dusty old tree bark and this beautiful green reed. Ace of Wands, very phallic card. I feel like I said, no one really compares to the masculine. No one really turns the feminine on like the masculine does. And so the challenge for the masculine is Healer of the Ages. So I really feel like healing is big for the masculine. Like I said, they're carrying a lot of burdens. They're tired. They might feel challenged to truly go within and heal themselves. They might be kind of overworking themselves. But, you know, as you can see, we have this bright yellow light coming from this individual. This card kind of reminds me of Jesus. And so this is like ascended master energy. All of the hard work that the masculine is doing is so that they can ascend also. And so, you know, again, if we're looking at this as a challenge, like I said, the masculine might be trying very hard right now to kind of keep up with their ego, but really what's happening is the death of their ego, okay? And so, you know, healing from that exhaustion, healing from the death of what they thought was important versus what now they know is important, which is the Ten of Cups. You know, like I said, they might struggle to kind of acknowledge where they are not truly healed within. Okay, and so let's see what challenge we have for the feminine. Okay, so we have man holding a coin and deceit. So here's the thing, feminine. So this to me is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and deceit. So it looks to me like the feminine might struggle a little bit with letting go of the past. All right, because the man holding a coin to me represents perhaps her expectations of what she wanted versus what actually happened, right? So feminine, you know, you are wanting to manifest this stable partner, this person who was going to come forward and offer you the world, right? And as the masculine has the King of Pentacles in the way they're viewing the feminine, you know, it's very true. The feminine is wanting someone who is going to be stable and committed, who's going to offer her the world, who's going to propose, who's going to make that offer, that vow to her. But instead of that happening, the feminine was deceived, okay? There was very sneaky energy going on. And so I think also the feminine could be realizing where maybe she's deceived herself in the past by expecting all of these things from her masculine, and kind of seeing the error of her ways. And that might be a little bit hard for her to process because, you know, based on trauma, based on childhood wounds, based on, you know, previous lives and ancestral generational, you know, shit going on, we form those expectations as we grow. Okay, we forget our true nature is unconditional love, and we start to form all of these 3D expectations that aren't really real. Okay, and so I think the feminine this week is going to struggle a little bit with that, realizing, like I said, where she perhaps deceived herself about what she was expecting in the past, and now needing to kind of truly focus on that true connection, that true frequency between the two, that vibration, not what's going on in the 3D world. So for those of you feminines who are looking around and you're like, you know, everything looks like shit, just remember that, you know, what's going on behind the scenes, backstage in the 5D, you know, that's what's real. okay? The feelings you have, the signs, synchronicities that you're getting, you know, it is time for you to believe in those and have faith in those and stop thinking about all of the ways in which things didn't go right for you in the past, okay? So I'm going to get one card from the Whispers of Love for the masculine and see what advice we have moving forward. So my throat is starting to get really itchy. So we have focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. So the masculine's advice is to just truly focus on that basic principle, okay? Try to see the good in this situation. Don't allow yourself to be bogged down in this exhaustion. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to truly come back to the place that you arrived here on this earthly plane. You arrived as a being of unconditional, authentic, genuine love, okay? You are love. So, you know, the message here could also be to focus on you, focus on yourself. Look for the good in your own self, masculine. Understand that you're the source of that love. So, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put this card, but we're just going to pop it right here. There we go. You probably can't see it, but that's okay. Too many cards over here. So what's going on for the feminine? What advice do we have from the Whispers of Love? What advice do we have from the Whispers of Love for the feminine? Oh, goodness. So we have quite a few. I'm going to run through them really quickly. We have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Beautiful. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So, you know, if you feel like you're struggling, always reach out, okay? If you feel like you are going through it, reach out to someone. Okay, you don't have to go through things alone. But like I said, remember that not everyone is going to understand where you're coming from when it comes to this particular journey. Okay, so be very careful with the information that you share. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So focus on acts of service. Do something kind for someone, whether that be just like helping a family member, just doing something really simple. Focusing on service actually will allow you to generate that energy back tenfold. And that's always good energy to put out there into the universe, okay? And we have love endures. So much going on in this card. Look how beautiful that is. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So again, getting back to the basics, feminine, understanding what love is, where it comes from, understanding that you're the source of love. Okay? Understanding that love is never ending. It's not something that can just vanish. It's something that is because you are. Okay? All right, so let's end the reading and get some messages from the Divine Masculine and Feminine Energy Oracle. So let's see, what message do we have from the Divine Feminine's Higher Self to the Masculine? From the Divine Feminine's Higher Self to the Masculine, please. Well, these all came out in a chunk. There's like 500. Okay, so from the Feminine to the Masculine. We're going to run through these. So distance was necessary for me to find myself. So feminine's understanding, you know, the delays were necessary. I'm ascending into the 5D and beyond, focusing on her spiritual ascension. I'm no longer confused about this connection. So again, like I said, you know, no matter how, you can't run very far, feminine. You cannot run from yourself. Okay, no longer confused, understanding what it really means, what the journey is about. I have learned to protect my energy. So going back to what I just said, stop allowing other people in to your private thoughts. Stop allowing people to have the privilege of knowing what's going on with you, because not everyone is there to root for you, okay? Lots of people are going to be there to try to confuse you and distract you and to make you feel like your thoughts, your beliefs are not real, okay? Protect your energy. I continue to shine my light so you can find your way home. Exactly like I said at the beginning of this reading. The feminine energetically takes the lead and it inspires the masculine to follow. I am on a journey of self-discovery. So feminine is really, like I said, deconstructing, relearning things, understanding the true meaning of the journey. There is nothing like the love that we share. So again, nothing can compare. Nothing, no one can compare to this journey. Beautiful energy. So let's see what we have for the masculine. You know what? I'm not even going to lay all these out. I'm going to leave this on top. There's nothing like the love that we share. Beautiful. So what does the masculine's higher self have to say to the feminine? What messages do we have from the masculine to the feminine, please? Oh, shoot. You know what? We have another 50-11 cards. Hope you don't mind. This reading is going to be 6 hours long. So we have a lot going on here, guys. We have cards flying all over the place. This whole setup is discombobulated. All right, there we go. It's not that serious. Stack is about as thick as the feminine. So I'm connecting with my higher self for guidance. Exactly. We know that the masculine is in this Emperor energy. 1111, I always wish for you. I am supported and loved. So feminine, masculine is telling you that they feel that support coming from you. They feel your love. Okay? You're shining that light so that they can find their way home, and they feel that. When I run from you, I am only running from myself. So again, more confirmation that the masculine is truly understanding the journey. Understanding that, you know, same thing the feminine is understanding. You can't escape it. There is no escaping it. You can't run from you. I release all doubt and surrender to the divine. Like I said, the masculine is clear about how they want things to go. The 10 of Cups, they want it all with you, feminine. I find strength in vulnerability. So where the masculine is typically, you know, the unawakened twin, the one that hides their emotions, the one that has the power and the control, I think they're starting to understand that being vulnerable is not a weakness, okay? I am never not thinking about you. So you are always on their mind, feminine, always. I can't wait to make love to you and start our family. 10 of Cups. I will never give up on us. So, guys, very emotional reading, okay? I really hope that this resonated for someone, for anyone. If it did for you, please let me know in the comments, as I love to share your journey and connect with you guys on that level, okay? So yeah, I hope that you guys are staying safe. I will see you next week for your mid-month musical messages. And I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.